All right, kingdom saving time. What's up, everyone? It's Loki Orn, and we are back at it, heading into the tundra, playing Secrets of the Coven here. We've successfully made the swap, bringing in a new squad here, or really an old squad. It's the squad we had before. There's the Lair. Do I want to face the Exemplar? Not particularly. Well, actually, this is probably my only chance to fight the Exemplar. Yeah, okay. I'm a little bit wary, but I think this is the right call. Because we are as strong as we're ever going to be, and the Exemplar is, would be one that I'd be very reluctant to fight in Escalation 2 and beyond. I know last time we did do that, we fought several Lair bosses in Escalation 2, but I don't know that that was a good idea. Yeah, I think it was more like just what had to be done. So I think if we try to take the Exemplar down now, let's get rid of this guy. Even with the exhaustion, given the chance of weakened tokens at the start of the fight, I still think that's okay. We also have, what is effectively our bash squad here. Like this is our strongest team. Maybe not our most upgraded team, but it's definitely bringing the hammer down. Off by one.
Messy, but effective. A righteous action.
We do have our triage kit with us as well,
and be off once more,
which is important. So it's 1-2 fights. We've got our armor and wheels are up too. Yeah, this is I've talked. I didn't need a lot of persuading, but I think this is our chance to fight the Exemplar. Alright, flesh weaving, kind of obnoxious. Alright, they're all just kind of beating up on poor Paracelsus, but she is in the front. I'd love to be able to move her back, but until we get like one of the combat items that lets you move people, it's just not really doable. Alright. Man, I wish we had Bonnie right now for all these free cauterize heals we're not getting.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
I'm gonna try to get a heal off here. I don't have indiscriminate science in, unfortunately. So we are gonna stall another turn, or we're gonna see how much this heals for. Yep, okay, we're definitely stalling another turn. She's not hitting death's door, thankfully. Have a flashbang. Alrighty. That might put her out of range. No, the bleed will knock her back down. Perfect. There we go. Alright, that worked out fairly well.
Cut down these nightmares and blaze the trail to your redemption. A rare opportunity. Let us advance unimpeded.
You say it's a rare opportunity. It actually happens quite a lot.
Your path lies through them, and so they must fall.
Alright, no altar is a great start here. Alright, so they just, get rid of all of her strength tokens, all of her everything. In fact, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to start moving Paracelsus immediately. Because with those 2 weakens, she's not doing a whole heck of a lot right now. And this will let her get back and let her get gassed up for this next fight.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end. Lenity, grace, small acts that drive back the darkness.
There we go. Really annoying that I have so many skills that eat combo.
Haste and carelessness, hallmarks of the unprepared.
Alright, now we're up to 8 bleed. That should put him...
by accumulation.
So let's just go ahead and get rid of it.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Slow the bleeding down, at least. Like a good collect bounty setup. Unintentional collect bounty setup. Alright, fight's over.
A steady subtraction, an invariable result.
We do have the option of running after 2. We're not forced here, but it kind of feels like we need to do this. Alright, let's make sure combat items are set up. We know the partisans can't be used in lairs. Bring in indiscriminate science. Just to have it. Load up on trinkets. Combat items are deployed. Alrighty, lair time. This is a bit of a risky endeavor, but I think it's worth it. Because we're never... I really wouldn't want to face the Exemplar in Escalation 2 or 3 without basically a tailor-made party. And since there's no... To my knowledge, there's no reliable way to generate a lair. Like, you can't... There's no item that, like, forces a lair to spawn. So we need to do it now or we don't get to do it, basically. Man, these cherub guys are obnoxious. Once again, I think we just start moving back here. When the opportunity presents itself, that is actually kind of preferable for us, isn't it? Come here. One down. Unfortunately, the less annoying of the two. But we do get to stress heal away that stress. I think we let Reynold take that one down.
A righteous action.
Nice. Yeah, forcing them to use Rush Judgment is great, because it's, you know, not irrelevant, but it's pretty low damage. I think we save those. You're just dead, so we just smack here. Get to start dealing some nice damage here. Well, that's a little suboptimal, but we'll deal with it.
Well done.
Because that's Death's Door. It's the first kill. Yeah. Yep. 10 in materials for pushing around is pretty good. All right, it's a cardinal though. All right, that's a very good start. Man, this Breacher thing is like basically like guaranteeing that they target Paracelsus first.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable
Perfect.
end.
All right, I think we've gotten out of the woods as far as an exaltation goes. Yep, there we go. No exaltation risk. But I think now we start moving. Unless the Yawning Void exists. And now we're sort of stuck here. That stress on Paracelsus is not good, but I mean... Right, we did resist everything, which is a nice start. I was intending to do a Holy Lance there, but I didn't have much choice. We get greedy. Damn. Okay. Crusader didn't roll high enough. If Crusader rolls high enough, we get to do... Oh, wow.
Yields morbid gains.
Free combo points. Temptation isn't going to have greater sharpness charms worth having. Cruel Intent can be pretty good on Yeah, okay, that's good enough. Cruel Intent can be pretty good on the leper and basically nobody else, so...
A parody of human outline. It must be destroyed.
Alrighty. I think we do take the opportunity.
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
Because we need to be killing this altar. Alright. Well. Flesh weaving is really obnoxious. And straight into Pillar of Sacrifice too, jeez. I'd love to Inspiring Cry, but I think I actually need to Holy Lance here. And then Triage Kit, because we know the big hit's coming and we can't avoid it. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, and then it's just targeting down Paracelsus, which is very unfortunate for us. Alright, that's much more survivable. Much more survivable.
A small foundation of trust.
Oh man, not having its sorts of taunt is certainly a problem here.
This road cannot be walked alone.
Gonna fix that. We're just gonna have to accept another meltdown. I need to be dealing damage here. There we go. Alright, and thankfully it didn't target Paracelsus, which means we get to keep doing our thing here. $19. Nice. Finally not targeting Paracelsus is so big for us. Nice. Okay. We did it.
Face your confession.
Exhaustion takes hold.
Unfortunately, I do have to heal her here because I do not want her to hit Death's Door if I can avoid it. Alright, so we need this to work. Nice. Oh, he resisted the burn. That's so unfortunate. That's okay. We'll still collect his head.
Persistence will overcome.
Oh, hey, cleaning the ledger. Land a killing bow and a lair boss using the bounty hunter. Well, that's cute. All right, now we have to work on ending this fight.
A simple kindness.
All right, but it does look like we're going to get to take some turns off here, which is nice. Particularly if we miss with everything. I think we wait one more turn, get that last stress heal off. Nice, perfect.
There is comfort in
Somehow, despite a meltdown and having to spend some pretty heavy resources, we have done it. Exemplar
Cut down these
down.
nightmares and blaze the trail to your redemption.
And we are clear to the inn with 89 things, which I think we said is enough for what we intend to do. Also got that greater sharpness charm, which I think is more impactful than that heat shield. And Paracelsus hit big.
Humbled by exposure.
Fussy
and
Eater is
neglect,
unfortunate, but
this
survivable.
ramshackle inn is a welcome sight.
No combat
nevertheless.
routes in the fetter, you say. Alrighty. Well. Alright, we're seeing these cauldrons.
A single hero can make the critical difference.
Guess we just smack this thing. Wish we had, you know, I wish a lot of things. Unfortunately, we just haven't seen a, a cauldron with my squad. Can we yarp him? Man, they just all want a shadow cap, don't they? You're dead, right? Yeah, you're just dead, so... Perfect. Last one has been dragged into range for a thorough beatdown. Another inn protected.
Let us face the coming cruelties undaunted.
Alrighty.
Be mindful. Travel on foot is not without risk.
And now we head here. Which means we get no combat routes, which is actually sort of a detriment. I almost wish we could go somewhere else, but we don't have a choice, and this is the way we need to go.
The tainted crop
So, we'll do our
continues to
in
spread its
upgrades.
tendrils of rot and
Which again,
pestilence.
We'll just beeline down to veterans.
Supply lines and swords. This is how wars are won.
Yep.
Without tail, there can be no tooth.
Cool.
Each improvement, a new variable.
So we can't slot
the
in
equation
the
of
trophy
your
yet.
fate.
Tracker's map. Is Tracker's map more useful than that? No. It is more useful than operating table is. Well, no.
Experimentation.
Operating table's still helping us.
Your academic instincts serve you well.
Yeah, we're a little bit on the stressed side, but I think that'll be okay.
Precious relics remind us of a time before the end.
What does this give us? 20% location scouting, and this is route scouting? Okay. We're loaded with money, but I don't know that we need to spend anything here. Yeah, we're not really feeling compelled to do anything. Probably should spend some, though. Buy both whiskey flasks. We'll buy 4 more bread. Because we can just load that in immediately. Save the rest of our stuff. Do want to avoid another disease. Only 5% on some of our people. That's pretty good. Alright. There we go. The Purloiner's Purse up to veterans, as is the Stout and the House of Seven Lamps. Chipped Tooth is veterans. Broken Buckler's only partisans, so... And we haven't upgraded any of the central inns, but we're going to kind of go... We're going to get all the outskirts, because this inn is just the easiest to defend, so I'm a little less worried about it. Alright. Well, I think that does it. The rest of our squad is resting up, so we will ride. Nice little amorous buff.
While the heart still beats,
Ooh,
desire
healing and
will
removing
never
debuffs is
die.
pretty good. Alright, if the Harvest Child shows up, I don't think we do it. This party does not feel like it does the Harvest Child particularly well. Nice, okay, it's not even a choice. Familiar Desk is really good.
Myriad
Yeah.
options require careful deliberation.
We trade a point of armor in a fight for the Academics Desk, because the books are just so good. Like, if we get, you know, like it was towards the end of our Beast Clan run, but we got most of the zone books, and we were able to just swap them in, and that does, I mean, that's basically the Escalation 1 buff in terms of value, like in terms of like the damage and speed and everything. Alrighty. Alright, so I guess we're focusing this front one. Okay, hitting for 31. That Greater Sharpness Charm? Yeah. Let's do that. Let's keep doing that, guys. Alright, and if they're going to waste their turns doing that, I'll just pull you back up here.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
You know, fortunately, we have the reach to get back there and kill him. And we can kill the corpse. Wonderful. We'll just collect the bounty. We'll just get moving. We are riding. And for those of you watching right now, I'll make sure to say this ahead of the next video as well, but if you're watching and you'd like to join the wild ride here, if you'd like to defend the kingdom, leave a comment down below with which character you'd like to name. We have only a couple of characters' names, so if you wanna serve in the front lines, just say the word, and we'll get you in there. But first, we're going to raid this place for some books. And we actually have a party of people who read books, which is nice. All right, books and relics or trinket? Books and relics, no questions. Next question. Ah, denied. Two people want to go to the assistance encounter. I really need to go to the fight though, because I just spent all my inn materials. We just spent all our inn materials to get another inn up to veterans, so we do need to make sure we get, you know, we need to get to at least like 60-ish, I think. I think 60 gets us, unlocks veterans. We don't get all their trinkets, but we'll be back to most of the inns, I think, at some point in the process. Mulch. Alright, the blind has more or less paid for itself here. Tongue lashing's fine, because this thing's not going to live long enough for that to matter. We'll get rid of your buddies, though. One corpse down. Two corpse down. Zealous accusation. Collect the bounty. Ah. We were hoping for, actually, we were hoping for a miss. We were also hoping for a move there. We'd have been okay with a movement there. Easy enough. And we're riding again. Got some slime mold. Not my favorite, but in Kingdoms, it has a lot more use than it does in Confessions, because you need so much more food. And having the food barrels definitely helps. Rumor. Okay, so
blessings both.
The rumor. Where is the rumor? Okay, map. Cool.
Who remains come morning? Who numbers among the fallen?
Well, we do need to defend both inns. This inn's got, you know, it's got a squad of people there, so I'm sure it'll be fine. So we're definitely heading to the Sleeper's Dream here. But first of all, okay, so we picked up this rumor.
This land is
that dilapidated study. There's a secret panel on the second floor. Now, so I don't see where it tells me what it is. But I'm assuming this is a fetter marker. Well, we got it in the fetter, so it must be for the fetter. I'm actually going to take a little note-see-poo on my list here. Rumor. Fetter. Cool. Because I remember in my last run, people were, you know, sort of making fun of me about that. You know, I wasn't, I hadn't paid attention to the point there that it tells you, or you get it for the zone. Now who was it? Yeah, you're down to 6. So we would like to knock this up to 8. It's unfortunate because we'd rather be getting other relationships to positive, but just getting it out of the danger zone seems good. And I do think we pop that into Freitas just to slow down his progression a little bit here. Alrighty, we're heading into the Tangle. But that's for next time, so
new opportunities.
Yep, so yeah, we'll check for an ambush and see you all, well, yeah. Yeah, see you all in the next one.